good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you so much for coming through. Much appreciated, guys. Do me a favor if you haven't done so already, guys. Hit that like button on your way in. Hit the like button. You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna ask all the time. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Thank you for coming through. Guys, this is another Motivation Monday post game reaction to Dolphins versus Eagles, which clearly I can't type. But welcome, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you for coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, what a thriller! We get to talk about it today. Yep. You get to talk about it today. I mean, what's there to say except I had a lot of fun yesterday. If you're a Phins fan, and you didn't have fun yesterday, I don't know what to tell you. Um, it's gonna be. It was a fun game. It was a fun game. I'm not gonna lie. It was a fun game. There's a few things I probably would have liked to have seen a little bit more of, but overall, I think it was a fun game. I had a blast being with my family. Shout out to my family. Um, Watching the game because sometimes I go, to to like other places, like watch parties or whatever. But yesterday I wanted to stay with my family, so I did. Um, but ladies and gentlemen, it was still it was still a good event. I had definitely a few laughs. Definitely had a few laughs. So I have to say that. But ladies and gentlemen, like always, we're gonna go over through the game. We're gonna go over what happened, give you my opinion, and then obviously we won't touch on too much today on Tua because we have Tua Tuesday, so tomorrow we'll break him down fully. But today we will still mention him because duh, he played. So let's see here. Oh, I knew there was something I was missing. Oops, sorry. I'm blue. I knew I forgot something, guys. Give me a second here. Where is it? We got some on a personal note, channel wise. We got some good news. Once I finish it up, I'll see who's gonna notice it. But we got some good news, and I can't wait till whoever realizes it. We'll see who realizes it. That's all I gotta say. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys can do me a favor, we got 20 people in the building on only 7 likes. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up. As always, you could catch Miss Fins Monday to Friday, every single Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. Always. Public service announcement too. Let's go ahead and be kind to each other. Let's what do you call it? Um keep it PG as always. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and let the um be kind to each other. So don't if you don't agree with somebody, that's fine. Don't agree. Debate, but just don't go after each other personally. Because we want to be set a good example. And as always, guys, we finally, like I said, we mission accomplished our 1,000 subscribers. So we got the super chat, super sticker, super thanks. So thank all of you guys for all of you guys' support. Every day. You don't have to donate, but I still appreciate all of you guys that do again even $1, everything does help and I appreciate it. If you want to go old school and you still want to do the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, it's all still there. $sign Miss Fans, everything's Miss Fans. Okay, and like I always say, we win together, guys. We lose together. Dolphins for life, and that'll never change. So let's get into this. Let me turn this puppy on. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. Much appreciate you guys. Oh man, holy smokums! This was a doozy, guys. But you know what? It's still a fun game. So shout out to everybody in the building that came through. Much appreciated. Ryan, appreciate you. First one in the building. Abs. Miami Fan Thought Show, good morning. Adam S, welcome. Good morning. Ray Finkel, Bebop, welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see that shirt, Miss Phins. Oh, this essentially was my birthday gift. So it was a really cool birthday gift that I got from my cousin because she knows I love the Dolphins. So yeah, so it was really cool. Really cool birthday gift I got. Appreciate it. Phins in the house, welcome. Greg Neal, welcome, welcome. Welcome everybody. Steve, welcome. Epps, welcome. Shake Money in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Green Rat, welcome. Much appreciated. Um, man, this was a rough bait. You know what it is, what it is. Diesel in here repping Jersey. JD Diesel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Much appreciated. Dolphin State of Mind, much appreciated, man. Good morning, Miss Vince. Tough to get motivated this morning. Why? Listen, everybody. Let me. This is why you come here to Miss Vince, okay? That's why it's called Motivation Monday. Win or lose, there is always something that we can learn, that we can get better at. So, guys, the season's not over, okay? Last night I joked. I did a breaking news on TFTG, and I was like, guys, breaking news. The Miami Dolphins have officially been eliminated. There is no more season to play. The season's over. And obviously, I was kidding because I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It is week 7, ladies and gentlemen. It's week 7. We are perfectly fine. This one loss does not define us. And I know all of you guys that watched Friday's show, I did tell you. I did tell you. You know, because I like to be honest with every single one of you guys. I told you. I straight got picked this game as a loss, anyways, prior to the season starting. I was like, yeah, straight loss. But it's okay. This is the only second straight loss that I had that we actually lost. That's it. Everything else hasn't been a straight loss. So we're okay, guys. We will be fine. Another reason why I remembered and I reminded you guys, what's up? I'm Tushy. Welcome. I reminded you guys, this is a non-conference game. Even if we lose this game, I mean, you don't want to lose the game. Don't get me wrong. I was not trying to lose the game, please. But even if you lose this game, the only thing that it affects is just our overall win win number. You know, whether we win or lose, the win the losses. It doesn't count towards the conference at all. The more important game is Kansas City. That's the game that's a twofer for us because it does two things for us. We'll hold a half game lead on Kansas City for the conference, and it's a conference game. Well, automatically will give us a half game lead above, and well, no, it'll give us a game lead above everybody else in the division. So yeah, we're fine. Now, did it super suck not winning? Of course. You know what I mean? I'm a fan. Like, I'm not trying to lose out here. I wanted us to win. And I really felt like we were gonna win too. But we are okay. Okay? Let's breathe together. We're okay, guys. We're okay. Okay? Well, now that we got that out of the way, therapy session will continue. But I'm serious. Like, chill, people. Man, we got like some people living off jumping off the ship already just because I'm like, yo, relax. Like, you know what? Let me put in another thing too. What's up, Joseph? We lost to the Super Bowl backups. Andres, welcome. Good morning. We lost to the Super Bowl backups, guys. At least we didn't lose to a 1-5 team. Cause that's even worse. And a team that is on purpose tanking, and the world knows it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're all right. Okay. Now let's continue. Oh, that's what I meant to do here. Oh, thanks. Goodness. Oh my gosh. Uh, let's see here. Now, I'm Tusha says, are we tired of saying we're okay? We gotta win hands down. That is true, guys. It's true. We all want the win. I'm not saying we don't want the win. But this is not the same team as last year, guys. It's not the same team as last year. This season does not feel the same as last year. And guess what? We're still in week 7. So I told you guys, I will judge this team after week 8. I'm giving them 8. Well, the defense at least. I'm giving the defense 6 to 8 weeks. Once we're done with the first 6 to 8 weeks, then I'm gonna go ahead and judge them. So that means week 9, which is in 2 weeks. So Kansas City game. That's when I'm gonna be harping on this defense. Come on, man. But let's continue. Uh, where is it? 'Cause I literally had it pulled up. There it is. Ooh, sorry. Okay, so let's go through the team stats real quick, ladies and gentlemen. With this particular game, obviously, man, I really went through. Miami had a total of 244 yards. Philadelphia had 355 yards. Miami had one turnover. Philadelphia had two turnovers. Miami had 12 first downs. Philadelphia had 26 first downs. The time of possession went 23 minutes, 17 seconds towards Miami, and 36 minutes, 46 seconds towards the Eagles. That was a full packed house. It was essentially sold out. What you always want to see that, you know what I mean? It's you always want to have that. Shout out to everybody that showed up from the Dolphins. I saw so many Dolphin fans in that game. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to I know everybody from Miami Sports Music that went. Shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to Crypto that I know was in the building. Shout out to Phins that I also know was in the building. Like everybody that went that was a Dolphin fan that went there. Shout out to you, man. I don't even know what would have happened. It's funny because last night at the end of the game, I was kind of heated. I was laughing and kind of heated at the same time. That was like I was supposed to be at that game. If I would have gone, I probably would have gotten into a fight. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have gotten into a fight, and I was like, I was really. And it's funny. My mother was right there. I was like, I'm probably fighting somebody tonight. Like, and I'm not a fighter, guys. I'm a lover. You guys know this. But last night, I would have gotten into a fight. Now, I'm not saying that I would have won, guys. I'm not saying, but I would have taken somebody down with me. That's all I'm saying. Holy smokes. But yes, I'm glad. I think the Lord knew. Thank you, Daddy. Not to have me at that game because, yeah, I think I would have probably been, yeah. Anywho, let's continue. As far as, sorry, give me a second here. As far as the first down, the passing first downs, we had 9, 3 rushing first downs. They had 11 passing first downs and 12 rushing first downs. They also had 3 first downs due to penalties. Our third down efficiency was 4 of 11. They were 4 of 12, so we had a better efficiency in third down. Fourth down efficiency, they were 4 for 4. Like Wendy's, we were 0 for 2. As far as total plays, they ran 68 plays to versus our 48 plays. So 20 more plays, ladies and gentlemen. That's insane. As far as total drives, they had 10 drives. We had 8 total drives. Our yards per play, we had 5.1. They had 5.2. When it came to our passing, we passed for 199 yards. They passed for 256 yards. We completed 23 passes of 32. They completed 23 of 31. So those two were kind of identical, actually. The yards per pass, 5.5 for us versus a 7.5 for them. One interception for each team. Sacks yards lost, or sacks per yard lost. Anyways, yards per sack lost is what I'm trying to say. We got 4 sacks for 17 yards. We got on them 3 yards for a loss of 23 yards. Our rushing attempts, we had 45 rushing yards. They had 99 rushing yards. They we attempted 12 rushes. They attempted 34 rushes. Our yards per rush was 3.8. Theirs was 2.9. Our red zone efficiency, we were 0 and 1 versus their 4 and 6. We had 10 penalties for 70 yards. They had 0 for 0. We had 1 turnover, a interception thrown. They had 2 turnovers. They had a fumble loss and an interception thrown. And then our special teams, it was actually our defense. Shout out to Baker. The only saving grace I have for him for last night, and he got that pick six. So that was, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like, Baker, Baker. I was a little crazy last night. I'm almost, sometimes I feel like I'm glad I'm not live for these games, because y'all will totally see a different side of his face for these games. Yeah, it's been rough. Guys, we got over 30 people in here and only 17 likes. I'm going to need 10 more likes, guys. Let's get, actually, 13 more likes. We need 13 more likes, guys. So let's go ahead and get those likes up. Let's get the likes up. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and get those likes up, guys. The first quarter, it went 3-3. Second quarter, Miami scored a touchdown. They scored 2 touchdowns. Third quarter, each team scored a touchdown. Last quarter, they scored a touchdown. We went scoreless, giving you a score of 17 for 30. Oh, 17 and 21 Eagles. As far as the rest is concerned, Tua went for 23 out of 32, 216 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jalen Hurts went 23 of 31, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Mostert had 9 carries for 45 yards. DeAndre Swift had 15 carries for 62 yards. Tyreek Hill had 11 receptions for 88 yards and a touchdown. A.J. Brown had 10 receptions for 137 and 1 touchdown. As far as the rest is concerned, let me see here. Achman had 2 carries for 3 yards. Hurts had 11 carries for 21 yards and a touchdown. Let's see here. Let's go into receiving. So Tyreek was 11 of 15, 88 yards, 1 touchdown, 27 was his long. Jalen Waddle was 6 of 60, 6 for 6 for 63 yards, 16 being his longest. Cedric Wilson was 2 of 3 for 48. Berrios was 1 of 2 for 7. Mostert was 1 of 3 for 6. Jeff Wilson Jr. 1 of 1 for 4, and Ahmed 1 of 2 for 0 yardage. Philadelphia had Goddard 5 for 5 for 77 yards, a touchdown as well. Devontae Smith 4 for 5 or 4 of 5, 449 yards. DeAndre Swift was 3 of 3 for 13 passing yards, and Julio Jones 1 for 1 and 3 yards. Excuse me. As far as fumbles, Jalen Hurts fumbled and lost it, and we had Liam Eichenberg fumble the ball. Christian Wilkin recovered it and then the other fumble recovery was Tua Tagovailoa. So, well, Tua recovered ours. Christian Wilkin recovered the one that Jalen Hurts did. When it comes to our defense, ladies and gentlemen, our defensive production, Jerome Baker, 11 total touchdowns, by far our number one tackler. 6 solo, 1 tackle for loss. He also had the touchdown. My apologies, the touchdown as well. Um, sorry, let me see here. Yeah, he also had the touchdown as well. Bradley Chubb had total tackles for 5 solo, 2 sacks and a tackle for loss and a QB hit. Jalen Phillips, 7 total tackles, 5 solo, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, 2 QB hits. Kader Kohu, 6 total tackles, all solo, 1 pass deflected. Javon Holland, 6 total tackles, 5 solo. And Andrew Van Ginkel, 6 total tackles, 3 solo, 1 tackle for loss, and a QB hit. And then Christian Wilkins for 6 tackles, 2 solo, and 1 QB hit. The rest, I don't even want to talk about it. Eli Crapple. David Long Jr. Yeah, they had some tackling, but that's pretty much it. As far as their defense, I mean, Terrell Edmonds had 9 total tackles, 8 solo. Darius Slay had 4 for 4, and a tackle for loss, 2 pass deflections. Hassan Reddick, 4 for 4 and 2 tackles for loss. And then the other, Sidney Brown, had 4 tackles for 3 solos. So there were a couple guys that got half sacks. Noah Smith had a sack. Josh Sweat had 2 sacks. So those were their guys. And like I said, Baker with the interception, pick 6. Barrios with 4 Miami kick returns. His average was 26.3 yards. 33 was his longest for 105 yards. I wonder if those counts towards my fantasy because I had to put Barrios in. Oh, hopefully. Uh, Sorry, give me a second, guys. What is this? Sorry, hold on, guys. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Sanders was 1 for 1 in field goals, was 40 yarder and 2 for 2 for his extra points. Bailey averaged 45 yards per punting as well. Let's see here. Darius Slay had an interception for 16 yards. Boston Scott had 1 for 38, and I'm not even gonna try the dude's name. Yeah, there you go. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the stats you could possibly want for now. For the game here. What's up, Dr. Fins? Welcome. Miami fraud Fins. Mark and Michael K really live rent free in y'all's heads. I mean, I don't really care, but it is what it is. Let's see here. People, they should send Baker and the football yesterday away. Christmas came early for him. Chris Smith, welcome. Good morning. Slap the like button like the rest slapped us last night. That was funny. Hey, we got our first donation in the building. Wait, I think I saw Michelle in here. What's up, Michelle? Girl, it's kind of hard, doing this job live, but chat everyone on this miserable Monday. Toss loss for everybody will be fine. But let me get to Paul Glover. Paul Glover. Yo, this is actually kind of funny. Paul Glover with the $2 donation, sir. Rev's Catch App. So we can buy a couple calls. Yo, that was hilarious. And I don't know what their cash apps would be. Dollar sign, sold out. What would it be? Give me your best Revs Cash App, guys, but it must have a dollar sign. I want to see what y'all come up with, but it would be dollar sign. I would say sold out or dollar sign bought by Eagles or dollar sign rigged. Um, dollar sign 12 men on the field. I don't know. But I'd love to see that because to me that would be hilarious. Um, yeah, yeah. I want to see what you guys come up with. As far as your Cash App. Um, guys, we got 40 people in the building. We need 20 more likes, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see here. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, that was hilarious though. But guys, we're gonna discuss all of this. I wanted to start off with obviously the there it is. I want to start off with the what day is today? 23rd. Yeah. Um. Oh, smokeums. I want to start out with the team stats so we can get a kind of a clear picture, statistically speaking, of what's going on. But yeah, no, this we should be perfectly fine. We we should be fine, guys. Okay, we'll be fine. There's no problem at all. Nacho Phins. Hey, another $2 donation. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Nacho Phins. Much appreciated. Did everyone enjoy the rugby game and cricket? I knew. See, I was waiting for this. I knew it was gonna happen, guys. Listen, this is the National Entertainment League. Okay, so we know this. Okay, you realize this is the only league out of all professional leagues that is not a sports league. Like it's literally not a sports league. When that got exposed, it's funny. My brother and I were talking last night, and he was like, "And people thought I was a conspiracy theorist." I'm like, "Bro, you were right the whole time." This is an entertainment league. That's how they can get away with clearly setting up or trying to set up Patrick Mahomes as their Lord and Savior for the next 20 years. Come on, bro. Kansas City is booty. And they're out here getting this. They're like, like, come on, man. So we know this, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's fine. It's an entertainment league, and they don't care. I mean, they literally made a commercial that said the NFL script. Like, if that's not a slap in the face to anybody that spends their hard-earned money, then guys, y'all want to boycott, boycott the games, boycott everything, but nobody's gonna do that because at the end of the day, people will still watch. Um, oh, Miami fan talk show, man. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. Dollar sign Revs brotherly love. Hey, that's actually a good one. That sounds that actually sounds like a group, you know what I mean? Like that's a good one. I like that one. Thank you so much, Miami Fan Talk Show, for the $2 donation, man. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, guys, every dollar does help out. So thank you so much, guys, because hey, it helps out, and I appreciate it, and that's all I can say. Just thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But that was funny. Hey, that's a good one. Dollars. Son, rest brotherly love. Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one. But thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Let's continue here. Let me continue because you know what? You guys already know. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say right now, or at least I hope you guys already know. Guys, no excuses. No excuses. I don't want to hear none about, oh, we had a million guys out. Everybody gets injuries. You know what I mean? Now I gave you the stats, which are facts. You cannot deny the stats. Now let me give you my um my view on this game. Good morning, California Phins fan. Welcome. No excuses, man. We had so many different opportunities to make a difference in this game. A lot of this does fall on McDaniel, in my opinion. It really does. Some of the play calling at the time that they were called were a little questionable to me. Um, Everybody deals with injury, so I want to hear it. I'm all about the next man up. This whole team is about what's that word I'm always saying? Because they always saying it. This team is all about um committee. You know what I mean? Running by committee, coaching by committee, wide receiver by committee, even though we try so hard on only focusing on Tyree. Like we don't have nobody else to throw to a wide open burials, but that's just me. Um but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the hell is this? Let's continue to oh, it's actually not bad. So no, there it is. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, no excuses with injury. The next man up is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I saw Snowman come back. I wonder how David Long Jr. is. I think he's listed as questionable. I'm not sure if he's into the concussion protocol. I don't think so, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But um, I am kind of glad that I saw Howard Holland. Sorry, I saw Holland back there. So that was a good sign. That was a good sign in my opinion. Yeah, David Long Jr. is listed as questionable, but so far I don't think it was. Yeah, he's being evaluated for a concussion, but it hasn't been ruled that, at least so far from this morning that I saw. Isaiah Wynn was ruled out for the rest of the game due to that quad injury. He also got stepped on his ankles. Ooh, when you get stepped on your feet with cleats, oh, the little spikes. Ooh, it sucks. I'll tell you that. It sucks. It hurts. So, but good thing it wasn't like he rolled his ankle or anything like that. So that was at least a good thing, thank God, because can't handle him being out forever. Guys, we need 10 more likes. Let's go ahead and get the 10 more likes, guys. Help out the channel. Let's let everybody else know that we are live. Look, it's absolutely free. All I ask if you could like, share, subscribe, guys. That would be really, really appreciative because it does help out the channel, and it's free. If you care about the channel, if which I know you guys do, if you enjoy the channel and you want to continue to have the channel grow, then I need your help, guys. You gotta hit that like button for me. So let's go ahead and do a like session real quick, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't hit the like button already. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Um, let's go ahead and hit that like button. Also, too, guys, let's go ahead and support those that support the channel here, like Mr. Chef Jew. If you haven't done so already, you can go ahead and check out Chef Jew's Catering and Sweet Treats. Looking for a great chef to cater your next birthday, business, or office party, etc., with mouth-watering cookies, cakes, pies, and more. Then go ahead and do me a favor and call Chef Jew at 786-804-8096. That's 786-804-8096, or via Facebook Messenger or Instagram at Chef Jew Catering for more information. And mention Miss Phins to get 10% off your catering order. Okay? Again, let's go ahead and support those that support the channel, guys, because he really does support the channel. And also remember too, guys, he services the Tri-County area. Anyways, Treasure Coast to down. So if you're in Treasure Coast, Palm Beach County, Broward County, Miami, Dade County, all of them definitely um, he services. So check him out. And if you ever go to the games, he has samples too, so you can go ahead and get those as well. Um, let's get into it. I put it on a poll, and I'm really curious to hear what you guys gotta say. Who do you blame for this? Who do you blame for this loss? I'm curious, honestly. Offense, defense, coaching. Let me see if I can trap some of you guys here. I'm not gonna do the other one that I wanted to do, but I'm gonna see if I capture some of y'all. I put some people in there on purpose. What's up, Blue Wave Odyssey? Welcome, 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 welcome. But hey, Jax, welcome. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I appreciate all of you guys coming through, guys. Again, do me a favor, hit that like button. It is absolutely free, and it really helps out the channel, guys. It lets everybody else does, know that we're live. We got over 40 people in here, so thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, it, we're growing every single day, guys, and I appreciate all of you guys. Shout out to Paul Glover again. Shout out to Nacho Phins. Shout out to Miami Fan Talk Show for the donations already this morning. So thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Y'all are the best. Um, let's see here. So let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm curious. I'm gonna give y'all time to go ahead and answer that question for me. But while we do, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go through a few things here. Um, with this particular game, you know, one thing that I noticed and one thing that I mentioned on Friday was the trenches. I told you guys, that's really where you're gonna see the main difference. Because when it comes to talent, and both teams are pretty talented, you know what I mean? We knew this. Teams are 1 and 2 when it comes to running and offense. So they're pretty even in talent wise. The difference is they have a better O line and better D line. And that's where in my opinion was gonna be the true challenge for the Dolphins. You know what I mean? What's up, Kenna? Hey, Kenna in the building. How you doing, buddy? Um, that's where the true challenge was going to be, because that's where you see the disparity, really, realistically speaking. Um, in the level of play that they each have right now, the O line definitely got manhandled. I mean, they have a stout D line. You cannot deny that. You know what I mean? But as far as most of it goes, even this probably being one of their worst offensive like O line play for the year, they really didn't do as bad as I thought they would. I thought it was going to be way worse. I really thought it was going to be way worse. The O line. I mean, obviously, I gotta rewatch the game to get like details for y'all. Obviously, that comes out when the all 22 comes out, and you really take a look at it. Um, the O line will definitely go ahead and do that to you. As far you'll be able to see some of it, but remember what I always say when it comes to the offensive line, guys. The offensive line, there's not just five guys; it's six. Tua is on that too. So did Tua work with the O line to be able to go ahead and give them the best chance to protect him? And did he protect himself? You see what I mean? Because it's easy to say, oh, they gave up 3 sacks, or did Tua take 3 sacks? You see what I mean? And that's what you kind of have to take a look at again. But I'll tell you this: to me, it was a tandem in both. I feel like you have to put both in it. I feel like you definitely have to put both in it. But at the end of the day, they didn't do as bad as I thought it would be overall. Overall, I don't think so. Even Tua, I was actually very happy with the way that he played. No, okay, let me not at the very. I'm not very happy, but I didn't think Tua had a bad game, like a really bad game. Like I've seen Tua have bad games, but I didn't think that Tua had a bad game. He had bad decisions for sure. I did like that he did protect himself in certain plays. I understood that a couple sacks. I was like, you know what? He protected himself by taking the sack and didn't cost the team, like a fumble or anything like that. So that's what I mean. Like both the O line and Tua were really. It wasn't their best performance, but I don't think it was their worst performance, in my opinion. I don't think so. Now, would I have been okay with him not throwing to quadruple coverage or triple coverage? Of course, you don't want to, put yourself in that situation. But tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we'll break down Tua on Tua Tuesday. So stay tuned tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern when we do, and we'll break everything down for Tua. But at least I'm going to say that with the O line because I actually, they were more gassed than anything else. I mean, that D line was insane. And you know what? That's where I would say the difference really was in what do you call it? In the game. But I think we got another donation. Did we get another donation? Yes, we did. Shout out to Bebop in the building. Brr, 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 brr. Thank you so much for $2 donation. Much appreciated, Bebop. Uh Bebop says offense 1 touchdown. D played better but ran out of gas. Oh, okay. Let me see if I read that. Offense 1 touchdown. Defense played better but ran out of gas. I mean, hey, first of all, Bebop, thank you so much for your $2 donation. Much, much, much appreciated, guys. Seriously, much appreciated. Let's see here. As far as offense 1 touchdown, I did notice that, you know, as far as offensive efficiency, offensive, let's see if I can come up with that name. This has to be one of the just offense, his worst game. I mean, if you take a look at what we've been doing, for throughout the entire season so far, this is probably the lowest scoring game for the offense, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, because the touchdown was a defensive touchdown, and if you really want to talk about it, um, Sanders is special teams. So the offense itself only scored 7 points, or I'll give him the 7. That extra PAT. Shout out to Sanders. Everybody knock on some wood. Sanders is looking good, guys. Sanders is looking really good. Let's not, you know what I mean? Let's knock on some serious wood while we say that. But yeah, the offense scored 7 points. This is the lowest scoring game for the offense. Um, so you obviously want to see more offensive output from your offense, who is the number one productive offense in the entire league. Now, I will. Ooh, Sorry, guys. I will tell you this though. There were and I mean so many opportunities for us to get scores. It's not even funny. An example, when Tyreek has to post, I'm sorry, I'll be better next time. You already know he took that massive L because how do you guys? There were three specific plays, and shout out to Tua because he threw dimes, and even he admitted the interception was underthrown, and even then I would have been like, if it wasn't for the DPI, but whatever, we'll leave it at that. That non-called DPI, but we'll leave it at that. Even Tua said that it was on the throne, and that's it. I'm like, you know what, Tua, you said it was on the throne. I'm not gonna argue with you. Let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say nothing else about that. Tua himself said it was on the throne. Okay, fine. It was on the throne. Okay, fine. And it got intercepted. Okay, fine. Moving on from that one. But this man was throwing dimes all game. Okay. I can't think of another ball that I would have been like, and not one, twice, two times. He took Tyreek Hill, and they were both touchdown plays. Not just the one that was obvious in the middle that Tyreek straight up dropped with glove. This is if you're a wide receiver in the NFL in today's game with gloves, there is zero reason why you're dropping passes, in my opinion. How can you drop a pass and y'all got these super sticky, like ridiculousness of gloves? It literally makes no sense to me. But he dropped that one in the end zone, and then he dropped another one that Tua threw to him on the left side of the field. That was a walking touchdown. Walking touchdown. He blew, and I was like, Tyreek, 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 Mister 2000. What is up? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, just, I was like, this hurts. This hurts. This hurts. Love hurts. Love scars. I mean, it hurts. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that Tyreek dropped those balls. I was like, no. No way did Tyreek Hill just drop all those balls. No, he didn't. I got that messed up. There's no way Tyreek dropped those balls. And then when you look at it, they were straight up drops. Now relax, people, because I'm not saying trade Tyreek. Please, come on, y'all. But come on, Tyreek. You gotta be better than that. You are literally the face of the team. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But, man, at the end of the day, that was rough. And then he had another dime thrown to him by Tua. Right in the middle of the field that would have extended the play. Oh my God. And it was for what, like 30 yards too? Like, I was like, dang. So I'm highly disappointed. He went 11 for 15, and three of those were massive drops. Like, and then I'm talking about game changing drop. This is why I can't fully blame the refs. I can't fully like, no. Even then, it's frustrating. It was absolutely lopsided. Nah, I just stated a fact. The refereeing was one sided 100%. But that's not an excuse. When you have two touchdowns right then and there, that would have turned this into 17 plus 14 is 31 points. We would have been tied. You see what I mean? We would have been tied. We would have been tied. The plays were there to be made. The offense did not make the plays. So I'm very, very upset about that. Because we spent too much money on this offense to not it be productive or show up on the biggest, one of the biggest games this season. Now, I started this stream, guys, and I told you guys, even though we lost, it's okay. The only thing it affects is just the win-loss column. It does not affect conference seating or anything like that when it comes to the players. Once we win the division, okay? But still, bro, this offense had plenty of opportunity, which is another reason why I gotta say it. The coaching in this game, I don't know what McDaniel was doing, but some of these play calls, I was like, dude, dude, what are we doing? Like, some of the play calling, I don't know if maybe Tua checked out of some of them. I don't know. I gotta take a look at the game. All I know is, what are we doing? Some of these play calling when they were called, I was just like, no, no, no. This was not it. This was not it. This was not it. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I can't even blame the refs like that, man. When you're clearly not even stepping up to the plate, man. This offense, this was the offense's worst game. Only scoring 7 points. That's not good at all. At all. That's not good at all, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. It literally, I mean, you can go ahead and try to blame whomever. I'm not. Was I disappointed in the referee? Yeah, sure. But take a look at it this way. They're the Super Bowl runner ups. They're going to get every benefit of the doubt in their home in Philadelphia. It was up to us, and I said this before starting the game. The Dolphins are going to have to go super ham and go up by 2-3 scores to even out what we're going to have to deal with when it comes to the officiating, when it comes to the bad plays that we're going to have. Because in every game, you're going to have bad plays. You know what I mean? But the coaching to me was definitely really. I was like, And even then, I still can't put it 100% on the coaching either. It was in tandem. What are you looking at? When the ball is snapped, what are you looking at? Who are you looking at? Because there were plays to be made. There were plays to be made. And if you're wondering what I'm referring to, yes, to a tongue of my loa. Oh, here we go. Blaming Tua. Oh, stop. Please, please. I'm not blaming Tua. Again, I thought he played pretty all right to me. I'm not even mad at most of his play yesterday. But there's still somewhere I'm like, bro, come on, man. You had Barrios wide open instead of, throwing that interception. And this is it. If y'all saying I hate Tua, then Tua hates Tua because he said the same thing in a post conference game yesterday. So is Tua the biggest Tua hater? Because I know I'm not a Tua hater, but he surely is. Tua is a Tua hater. There you go. I said it. And yes, I'm making some fun of some people only because some of the narratives, yo, I can't. But at the end of the day, offensively speaking, we just were not there. We didn't show up. And it's frustrating. We didn't show up as an offense. We didn't. You can't have your number one player literally dropping balls like he did. You can't. And you got to see the field a little bit wider than what you saw it. You know what I mean? And even then, guys, we're okay still. The season's not over. We are fine. It super sucks losing. Trust me, I get it. But I did say this on Friday. Even if we lose, this isn't the game. Like, yeah, it sucks. Man, we can't beat a winning team. We haven't beat a winning team in a while. At least that's the narratives that I hear all the time. Yeah, it sucks not, beating the, I don't know, Super Bowl runner ups, but you know what I mean? Whatever. The real game, the real test is going to be versus Kansas City in a game that actually matters for us. The next time we see the Eagles will be in a Super Bowl, guys. That's the only other opportunity we have to see them. So at the end of the day, we're all right. And you know what? If we lose this game and it means we beat them by one in the Super Bowl, I'm perfectly fine with the loss. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? In a neutral site, when the world is watching, and here comes the Miami Dolphins. Ooh, that'd be dope. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be super cool. That would be super cool. Like, super cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are fine. Okay? We are fine. We are fine. We are fine. And look, definitely, I would have wished to have had more offensive production, and it wasn't there. Now that does go towards their defense. You know what I mean? Like they had a pretty good defense. You know what I mean? But we still had so many opportunities, guys, that I can't really even put it on what do you call it? I can't even put it on the rest like that. We had opportunities to. I just told you two scoring plays. There were other ones too, but I'm just gonna focus on the two blatant ones by Tyreek that he knows. He dropped, man, and it would have been a tie game, 31-31. Last minute, they would have had the ball to maybe a chance to, beat us by a kick. I would have been even better off if it was 34-31 and we played a heck of a game and it's like, oh man, it sucks. But you know what? We came out here, we went toe to toe, and you know what? I feel good. You know what I mean? This one, hell no, we didn't go toe to toe. We didn't. We did not go toe to toe. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. It sucks. It really does suck. But you know what? That was the offense. Like I said, and it was statistically speaking the offense worst game because the offense only scored 10 points. Defense scored that other touchdown. Offense only scored 10 points. Now let's flip this because remember I asked you guys, and I still have that poll up. I asked you guys, do you blame coaching? Do you blame offense, defense, refs? And I threw in the rest part because I'm trying to see who I catch on that one. You see what I mean? But when it comes to now, let's flip it and let's talk about the defense. Because what do you mean, Miss Phins? Defense gave up 31 points. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Because hey, defense did give up 31 points. I'm not denying that. You know what I mean? They gave up 31 points. 48 to the Bills, 31 to the Eagles at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You can't deny that. Two bad performances by the defense, irregardless, because, or sorry, my apologies, that's an incorrect word. Regardless of any personnel that was or wasn't there. Because you guys know I don't use injuries. I don't no excuses, man. Next man up. So let's go through here. And then Hood and Night 19. Welcome. Welcome to Miss Phins. I think this might be the first time I see you. Mudbone, welcome. Chef Jules in the building. Wow, I didn't see it. Welcome, Chef Jew. Ronnie N, welcome. Newfoundland, welcome. Appreciate you guys. Let's see here. So let's talk about the defense now. You know, you dropped three. I thought the first quarter in the defense, I thought it was actually pretty decent, only keeping them to 3 points, in my opinion. Were they perhaps a little bit gassed in that second quarter and gave up 14 points? Were they assisted? Were the Eagles assisted in those 14 points? It's neither here nor there because we still had opportunities to stop them to go 3-0. Now, let me preface before I get into the defense with this. I don't want to hear nothing about no tush push. No one on earth has stopped that tush push, so I don't want to hear it. All those fourth and whatevers, and they kept doing it. It is what it is. If I had a secret weapon and it kept working, I would have. I would have done that sucker 4 down straight if I needed to. You see what I mean? But nobody can stop it. That ain't my problem. Like it is what it is. You ain't gonna stop it. But should we have been in that position to allow them to be in a 4-2, to allow them to be in a 4-1, to allow them to be in a 3-1, or allow them to be that close so that all they had to do was just push push? No, we should not put ourselves out there. We should not have put ourselves out there. You know why? Because Christian Wilkins asking for $25 million a year shouldn't have been lined up offside 6 different times or 5 different times or however many he got for that particular. Like, bro, you get one penalty, that's it, it's over. Clean that up. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? This is your 4th year, 5th year. I can't even remember no more. Come on. You get it once, fine. Bro, clean it up. Maybe you weren't. I get it. Sometimes you get into the game, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But dude, after the 4th penalty for the same thing, what are we talking about? Defense, clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Another thing that I saw in the defense that needed to be cleaned up, which I'm not going to talk about any of the non-calls that we didn't get, guys, because it is what it is. You're going up against, on prime time, these Super Bowl runner-ups. You knew you weren't going to get calls. It is literally the name of the game. Let's push past that. But come on, man. Some of these, some of these penalties, I was like, it's just not happening. And they were line penalties. False start, like, oh my Jesus. Or what was it? A different offside. Sorry, false starts for the offense. A different offside. Did I even see a neutral zone infraction? No, I mean, I've seen that one. Was it neutral zone? Or was it just a non-Wilkins offside? One of them. Like, we gotta help ourselves with this. You see what I mean? And then, you know what? Okay, thank you, Mudbone. I appreciate it. So it was neutral zone. That's what I thought, but so neutral zone infraction. Like, bro, what are we doing? We come on. We beat ourselves on defense. We were now again the Wilkins ridiculousness of that roughing the passer. No, no, that ain't no roughing the passer. Even the head ref said, "Are you sure you calling that?" Read his lips, guys. It was clear as day. But you know what they called it anyways? Wilkins, why you touching the man? Granted, it's not like you're like 600 pounds already on your way to him and somehow managed to stop yourself and didn't even extend your arms. You just literally was just stopping yourself, coming back, and it was still called. At that point, it's for a game. If you're gonna call that roughing the passer, then next time I'm full speed, I'm going full speed. That's all I'm saying. If I'm full speed and I'm calling full speed and you're gonna call that as as a roughing the passer, then I'm roughing the passer, in my opinion. If I'm gonna get it anyways, I'm roughing the passer. Like that's just the only thing that makes sense, in my opinion, at this point. But let's move on, because Christian Wilkins wasn't the only one. Um, what else? We didn't really get defensive pass interference. I mean, let me take a look here. Whew. We didn't really get defensive pass interference. I don't recall having a DPI. I really don't. Mm-mm. I don't. But I could be wrong. I'm not gonna lie, I could be wrong. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if I can see the penalties from yesterday. I'm trying to see. Let me see. If they give me the penalties here. I know that they tell me overall, but I don't know if they to give me the exact to go. Oh man, I did not want to do that. Box score. Is it that? Oh no, I might have to go play by play. Lames. You gonna make me go play by play, bro? Oh, smokeums. Okay, all play. This is too much. But regardless, no, I'm not doing that. This is insane. Oh, I mean, here I can do it. There were several plays, man. Like, yeah, I can't even find them right now. This is too much. Um, but yeah, now there were some questionable calls by the refs, but at the end of the day, we put ourselves in that position. If Miami's not gonna show up, then Miami's not gonna get favorable calls, and we didn't. Like I don't, not even like I don't. We didn't at all, at all. Like, and that's what super sucks because for me, minus the what do you call it? The run game being, what it was. I thought that first half wasn't bad, man. Like the first half we were tied 10-10 until they got, or I mean, not really 10-10. What was it? It was 0-3, then 3-3, then 3-10, then 3-17, then 10-17. So we were only down by one touchdown by the second half. So I'm like, okay, fine. Even though we haven't played great, we're still kind of in it if you take a look at it. You know what I mean? We're still kind of in it. And then it just really, I mean, and then we were tied 17-17 with that pick six that we got. Like right then and there, we still had a shot to this game. We still had a shot to this game. We still had a shot to this game. And that's what gets annoying because it's like, hold up. We had a shot at this game. We were still in it in the third quarter. that's that's the part that kind of like, bro, we were still in this game in the third quarter. We just didn't finish executing, guys. We didn't. We didn't. We didn't. Offense could not put up more points, and defense, they were gassed. Yo, when you're playing 2-1, almost 40 minutes in a game, I can understand why you'd be tired, man. 36 minutes and 43 seconds is how long our defense was out there. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. 36 minutes and 43 seconds is how long our defense was out there. If the offense would have been able to get that run game going, or at least made a couple more passes, you see what I mean? A couple more completions, it would have allowed for our defense to rest some more. And it would have allowed us to, have a little more in the tank. Excuse me. Oh, man. It would have allowed us to have a little more in the tank for when you have, the fourth quarter plays and things like that. Because up to that point, I thought that our defense actually was doing pretty good. I was happy with the defense, man. Our defense was looking pretty good. Granted, when Holland and David Long they collided with each other, they straight up just didn't see each other. Oh, give me a second, guys, because you know this. But in the meantime, while I'm trying to save my lungs or whatever, hit that like button for me, guys, please. I can do it. Okay. Boo. Uh, thanks, Scotty, for trying to scare me. Appreciate it. But I think I'm good. Let me drink some water just to make sure. Mm. Guys, can we get 10 more likes real quick for me? Let's get 10 more likes, guys. Um, I mean, the defense, I mean, they scored, man. They had two major turnovers. To me, the defense again, I can't even blame the defense like that cuz they still had production, man. They still came out and they still they had an impact. They had an impact. They were guys that had an impact. So I can't really like put it on the defense like that because to me, the defense, yeah, way too many penalties. They're not getting no sympathy for me. Nah, get me coming out here literally, bro. Finger ball, finger ball, fingers ball, man, bro. Like you can't, you can't. So I'm not giving them no pass when it comes to those ridiculous penalties that they got. Not the ones that were clearly like, bro, that's not a penalty, but whatever, because she knew it was already gonna tip the other way. Uh, but come on, man, clean it up. You're a veteran, bro. Fifth year. You see what I mean? So that's what I say. I can't really be too mad. They literally scored in the defense, but y'all, you gotta clean it up. Like I don't know what to tell you. You gotta clean it up, guys. Let's 4 more likes to get to 40, guys. Let's get 4 more likes for me. Come on, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, I really do appreciate it. It really helps out the channel, guys, and it's free. See, like, share, subscribe. And guys, you can catch Miss Phins every single Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, every single Monday to Friday. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Tua Tuesday, so we will deep dive onto it, which is why we don't really talk. We'll highlight them here and there for today. But tomorrow's when we really deep dive on Tua. That's Tua Tuesday. Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. we do our AFC East review every single Wednesday at 8 a.m. and we discuss what did our counterparts in the division do because our path to the Super Bowl is by winning the division, guys. So we gotta discuss our counterparts. And then Wednesday nights, guys, every Wednesday night you can come through Miss Phins and go ahead and take a look at it. We do this and it's awesome. Myself and my co-host, Mr. Color Commentary, on League Wide Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen. League Wide Wednesdays. You can catch League Wide Wednesdays every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. where we discuss essentially what are we doing, ladies and gentlemen. So definitely go ahead and check that out so you guys can go ahead and assist us every Wednesday night. League Wide Wednesdays, myself and color commentary. Thank you so much, guys, for sure. Thursdays is our remix day where we literally just discuss different things that come up throughout the week, as well as maybe even some media availability and things like that. So that's our remix day. And Friday, as always, we have our game preview and where we discuss our upcoming game in full detail, give you prediction scores and all of that as well. Injury report, you name it, we talk about it. So go ahead and check out Miss Phins every Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern for more of your great content. Thank you very much. Now back to our regularly scheduled, you know, show. But seriously, guys, like that's with the defense, they got me a pick six, got us to 17. Closer to trying to win. What's up, Hotep Joe? Welcome, welcome. Um, it's a bummer, man. It's a bummer we lost. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bummer we lost, but we're okay. We are okay, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, it's not a conference game. It's not a divisional game, which those are two first. We're okay. So at least it was a non-conference game. Now, so at least when it comes to that part, I get it. You know what I mean? As far as the rest of it, the image, the publicity, I get it. Like, man, we could have really made a statement today, especially with the Jills losing. That would have been awesome. 2 games ahead in the division, clear possession of every. I mean, we're still a game ahead, so don't get it twisted. Clear possession of the. I like. Oh my gosh, that would have been. Oh man, you know what I mean? And all those pundits always crapping on us in the mainstream media, we would have been able to be like, no, forget you, people. But I'm serious, man. This was the game that we could have really made a statement, and we just came up short. We didn't execute an offense. Like we didn't, and even our defense didn't play as bad as it may have seemed, giving up 31 points. Because if you take a look at it, I mean, they did score 7 points. So you know, we still have to. We are primetime teases, maybe, but we still, we still have opportunity to be able to improve upon this. Remember, that's why it's called Motivation Monday, ladies and gentlemen. We still got this, guys. It's still a the season's not over. No need to panic. Um, we absolutely left points on the board. There were absolutely opportunities for us to extend plays, but there are some guys that we missed. We missed. And you know what? Hooked up Joe, you're right. You're absolutely right. Even with Liam at center, that he had a little messed up. Because look, Liam right now, man, you're throwing him against the number one D line. Like, maybe he might be a little bit scared, a little bit shy. You know what I mean? Uh, but even with him, and yeah, I'm telling you, I did see Tua take at least 2 sacks to protect himself, and one of them was like, man, that was a straight up sack. The other one, you could tell he took it to protect the ball, to protect himself, and I'm glad my quarterback is noticing that there are times where you just have to take the sack to protect yourself. The way he took that sack, though, don't get it twisted. I'm not out here saying blah, getting killed behind. Like, no, that's different. But when you could see him, he's clearly giving himself up, coming down, or slightly sliding. He's protecting himself, protecting. Man, I'm happy about that, because that's showing me my quarterback is growing. I can't wait to talk about tomorrow on Tuesday. Just letting you guys know. Let's come back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. But yeah, guys, like that's, to me, oh man, it was a letdown. And I actually have to say that I put more emphasis on the offense not being able to produce points than I am on the defense allowing the points they did. That's why I would say the offense definitely did not step up to the plate. And the offense left points on the board. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. The offense left points on the board, so they gotta clean that up. They gotta clean that up. Now, I purposely did this. Hey, Pamela's in the middle. How you doing, Pamela? Welcome, welcome. Big Slick, welcome. Cat for Life, welcome, guys. Welcome. Guys, I know we wanted respect, we wanted this, we wanted that, but you know what? Even 55 votes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Oh man, that's awesome. But we don't have 55 likes, so I need you guys to help me out here. Can we get 10 more likes? Can we get to 50 likes, guys? We're so close. Let's get to 50 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 50 likes. Um, we really let's get to 50 likes. We're so close. Let's make it happen. But and I left this poll up way high because I wanted to see what you guys had to say. You know what I mean? And I did this on purpose because I knew people. You gotta, what do you call it? You gotta give the people what they want. You know what I mean? And it's interesting because I was like, ooh, I could have flipped it on them and put a specific person, Wilkins or Liam or Dua or whatever. But I'm like, nah, let me keep it this way. And you know what? 41% of you guys blame the refs for this. I can't even blame the refs. Now, I acknowledge the officiating was one sided and it was very inconsistent. But that's not an excuse The rest didn't stop us from not getting 14 points we clearly missed out on. You see what I mean? Like, come on, man. And you know what? Yesterday was National Tight End Day. Guys, my tight end scored a touchdown. That's all I gotta say. Yes, Mike is sexy. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Oh my god, and his little gritty. I'm like, oh gritty, your happy self. The minute I saw that man, yes, I'm shifting to the Bills game because I had to say it. And we'll talk about it on Wednesday in the AFC East game, AMC East show. We're gonna talk about it, but I have to mention my man, Mr. Gritty himself, because oh my god, it felt so flipping good to see them losers lose. Oh yeah. So shout out to the Titan of the year, Mr. Mike is sexy. Now back to the Dolphins talk. Listen, guys, seriously, like at this point, yo, 41% of you guys said refs are the blame for the loss. I don't agree with them. 27% said defense. I mean offense. My apologies. 23% coaching. 7% said defense. So at least one thing that I will say as a consensus is that when you take a look at this poll, and it was a large poll too. You we understand that this was not on the defense. I cannot blame this loss on the defense, and clearly it's a general consensus so far from the fan base. You cannot blame the defense on this game. Could they have now? Hold up. Just because I'm saying you cannot blame the defense on this loss, that does not mean they get a pass with these ridiculous, for sure, penalties that they got, aka how many offsides or neutral zone infractions can you possibly get before you get the message, bro or bros? Like, come on. They don't get a pass for that. Ball. I mean, hand. Ball, man. Hand. Ball. Like, you don't get a pass for that. You don't. You don't get a pass for that. You don't get a pass for that. 48 and 31 points, and it's offense fault. Yes, it is. Where are my 31 points in the offense, Scotty? Where are my 31 points in the office? Where are my 21 points? Last time I checked, they only scored 10 points versus Bills too, right? Come on, man. 20 points in 2 games. That's not on the defense. Even if the defense would have held both teams to 24 points, which is their average, 10 points a game in those 2 games does not win you a game. Just saying. Just saying. That ain't on the defense. Even if take away the extraness that the Bills racked up, take away the extra on what people would claim for the refs giving up, and you just put it at 24 points, which is what the average of our defense giving up. 10 points a game in 2 games is not gonna cut it, buddy. Come on, man. Come on. You can't deny that the offense is not stepping up. You gotta go toe for toe. Toe for toe means put up scores, put up scores, put up scores, put up scores. Now, if the offense would have done what they average, which is 30 plus points a game, we're winning both games, guys. You see what I mean? If the offense were to go by its average, which is 31 plus points a game, which is what we're averaging, we would have been undefeated right now. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Undefeated, because our defense would have given up 24 points, our offense would have scored 31 points. If you're going by the averages. I mean, I don't want to tell you. I want to tell you. Like, you can't deny that. You cannot deny that. So, yes, I'm going to put heavier stance on the offense. The defense didn't drop two touchdown passes yesterday. It didn't. Heck, they caught one and scored on them. You see what I mean? So come on, man. It's we can be we can be objective and take a look at the game. And I feel like this is a great show today, guys. I mean, not to toot my own, but it's been a great show. I mean, really talking about this, we're acknowledging certain things that we see on both sides, offense and defense. We're acknowledging what happened with the refereeing, even the coaching, even defensive coaching actually, and offensive coaching, but even the defensive coaching. And we didn't execute an offense. We didn't. We needed the offense to step up to the plate, and it didn't. Which is why, as a general consensus, only 7% said defense's fault for this loss. But if you take a look at it, take away the ref part. I'm not even looking at the ref. 41% of y'all said refs. I'm not even gonna take a look at that. But take a look at 27% of y'all said offense, 23% said coaching. That's 60% of you guys that said it was on offense and coaching. What's up, Bones? Good morning, sir. Welcome. That's who didn't step up to the plate. We didn't do enough in offense. 23 minutes of a offensive time possession does not help you. Does not help you. Even with Tua's interception, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really, bro, we count Tua, we give him at least one interception a game or every other game. I'm not even mad that he got intercepted. I mean, it sucks. It was untimely. Fourth quarter, bro, you can't be doing that. We know this. I'm not even going to harp on him on that today. Tomorrow, I'll talk about it a little bit more in detail. But I can't even go ham on him on that either. Like, come on, man. Offense needed to really come up to the plate. There's only so much defense can do when you're almost playing 40 minutes. And now let's go back. Last year, there were certain games that were like, oh man, how you didn't even gotta go back last year. Go back the last 5 years. Our main issue is defense can't stop a nosebleed. But why are they out there for 75% of the game? 60% of the game. 65% of the game. Come on, man. Damn, you're gonna get tired. And this is a night game too, and it was fairly cold too. I think it was like in the 60s. I think it was 62, 68, something like that. Let me see here. Man, they had it, but I guess they took it away. Yeah, it was 60 some degrees, so at least it was fairly chilly to, keep them, kind of fairly cool. You know what I mean? Come on, the offense needed to step up, and it didn't. But you know what? It happens. Sorry, guys. I'm checking to see, make sure I didn't miss any cash apps because you guys know it's sometimes it's hard. And I want to make sure I let you guys know, somebody does donate via Cash App. So give me a second, real quick. Look at this. Even Tyreek said, Cheetah makes promise after dropping near TD in third quarter. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. So, come on, we gotta think of this not just as fans. also football fans. We gotta be objective too sometimes. I mean, Bebop, I know 60s is not super cold. I didn't say it was super cold. I said, it was cool enough to keep them cool. But down here, 60 degrees is cold, man. We're Floridians. Warm blooded. So we're Floridians. um, yeah, it's frustrating, guys. I get it. So much implications, guys. We had the same issue last year versus Kansas City. I think it was week 8 or something like that, 9 or 8, where we really could have taken over the division. Bills won. They took over the division. We would have been number one in the division, number one in the AFC. We would have had full control in the division. We came up short again. And if I'm not mistaken, it was also a primetime game. So it super blows, man. I'm not saying that I'm happy about it. And there are no moral victories. But take a look at this. At least it was a non conference game. You see what I mean? At least it was a non conference game. You know? At least. Non conference game. And I said this on Friday, we got to take a look at Kansas City game. That's the game. And take a look at this, guys. Look, guys. And I redid this just because I wanted to make sure. Okay, let me take a look at this real quick. How are we? Where do we stand right now? So in the division, we're still number one, guys. We're still number one at 5-2, a full game ahead of Buffalo Bills. We would have been 2 games ahead, but now we're just full game ahead, or we might be half a game, half a game or a full game. I had to think about it because they did beat us in the division, but we'll see. So we're number one in the division. In the conference right now, guys, we're still number two in the conference. We're still number two in the conference. Still number two. Yeah. It is Kansas City at 6-1, Miami Dolphins at 5-2. We're still number two in the conference, guys. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, yes, it super sucks we lost. Yes, I wanted our offense to go off. But guys, we're in the exact same position we were last night before last night happened, guys. Like we could have afforded this, is what I was trying to tell you on Friday. And yeah, right now in the league, prior to the game, we were fourth. Or actually, no, we were third. My apologies. We were third. Because it was Kansas City, Philly, Miami, and Niners. But the Niners, remember the Niners, I believe Niners play tonight. So we'll see. If the Niners lose tonight, we'll go back to third in the league. If not, we'll stay at fourth. We're still a top 4 team in this league, ladies and gentlemen. We're still top 4. Come on. Now we get to play. Now we get to play who? Who? Bill Belichick? Guys, that's going to be a tough game because it's a divisional game. We know this. But we're beating the Patriots at home. Don't get that twisted. Tua is 100-0 versus Bill Belichick. Okay? We are good, ladies and gentlemen. We're good. We're good. Yes, when it comes to optics, it super sucks. We didn't get it. We didn't win. People are going to say, we're frauds. But you know what? Not let me let me let me bring something up to you guys because I'm really I wanted to do this and I didn't get a chance to do it, and I'm gonna do it now. Because I'm like, yo, hold up. I'm trying to say we're frauds and right? All right, fine. We're frauds, right? That's what people want to say. We're frauds. Okay. Let's take a look at this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to see how astonished are you guys gonna be as I was when I looked at this. Come on, calculator. Oh, there it is. Come on, baby. Thank you. Thank you. But let's take a look at this, guys, because everybody's trying to tell me something. I'm like, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's take a look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentle peeps, help me out here. New England is 2-5, correct? Right? Let me see here real quick. Oh shoot, I could just see it up here. Never mind. New England is 2-5. Yeah, they are. Okay. Minnesota is 2-4. Cause I believe are they are they in the, oh no, they play tonight. Okay. So they're 2-4. Okay. Hold up. You'll see what I'm about to do. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are what are they again? Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's take a look at these. They're 3-3, barely a 500 team. Okay. Washington Commanders. Where are they at? Where are they at? Washington Commander. Oh yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. Commanders are 3-4. Oh, we're doing this. The Los Angeles Rams, ladies and gentlemen. And tell me, put it in the comment section, guys, real quick. Put it in the chat. What am I doing? What do you think I'm doing, guys? What do you think I'm doing right now? Let's see. Let's see who can tell what I'm doing so far. Hmm? Let's see. That was the Rams, the New York Jets. They lost to. But even the Jets, who they played, right? Let's put in the Jets. Now, mind you, prior to the Jets game, the 5 teams the Philadelphia Eagles played were 13-20 altogether. 13 wins, 20 losses. All of them. But the Dolphins are the only ones that play nobody. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. I want to be fair. I want to give us an opportunity to see. Okay, what are we talking about? Let's go. Let's take a look at this because we play nobody, right? We're frauds. We're frauds. We're frauds. Okay. Dolphins. What are we doing? Let's take a look at Uh, we're we're frauds. This is what it is. Chargers. Oof. Let's take a look at this. Chargers. Where are the Chargers? Where are the Chargers? Chargers are 2-4. Okay, 2-4. New England is what are they? New England, what they're 2-5. 5, right? That's what I thought. Because they were a 1-5 team, so now they're a 2-5 team. Is that what it is? Yep, 2-5 team. Two, oh, oops, 2-5 team. Okay. What else? What else? Broncos. Hey, we've played nobodies, right? Broncos. They are 2-5. Okay, okay, okay. 2-5. Then we've got. Well, we lost to Buffalo, so let's not count the loss because we're going just by the first 5 wins, right? New York Giants, because that's always the narrative that we play nobodies, but hey, I don't hear nobody saying that about Philadelphia Eagles. That's very interesting. 2-5. Okay, they're 2-5. Okay, okay. And then Carolina Panthers, who are 0-6. Holy smokes, 0-6. So collectively, the 5 teams we beat are 8-25. Okay, and the teams they beat are 13-20. And maybe it's just me, but does that look like they both have played nobodies? But I'm not hearing this narrative. Where's that narrative, guys? Why do only the Dolphins get the narrative of you've played nobodies? They've played nobodies too. In that case, who have they played? Who have they played? You see, this is why I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, they're always trying to bring it in, and I'm like, yo, you can't tell me this. You can't. Who have the Eagles played according to the narrative that I always hear how the Dolphins haven't played nobody? We're frauds. Who? They play nobody too. 13-20. It's still 13-20. Oh, now it's the NFC. It's always an easier path. Like, okay. Let's check this. Let's check this other out. Yeah, let's see. Let's just check it out. Because I want to see, maybe I'm lost. Maybe I'm not seeing what other people are seeing. Because I thought that it was you play who's on your schedule. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. But hey, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong, guys. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But come on. You can't give me that narrative of we've played nobodies. That's why we have what we have when literally all the top teams have played nobodies then. Come on. So at the end of the day, we rank up there just like the Niners do, just like Kansas City does, just like the Eagles do. And anybody that wants to take away the fact that Miami is one of the top teams in the league, no, you can't. You can't. You cannot. You can. Whoa, wait a minute. Pamela, what are you talking about? Oh, God. Guys, I can't believe I gotta do this. Are we serious? Do I really have to pull out the public service announcement? You don't have to agree with people, guys, but come on. 46 likes. We can get to 50. Thank you, buy stocks. Appreciate it. But come on. Come on. Let's. Are we not doing this? I appreciate your kind words. Thank you very much. come on, let's not do that. Let's keep it clean. I don't know what happened or whatever, but let's not, okay? You guys know that we like to keep it clean here. You know that we have fun. You know that we have great discussions. We're interactive. You know that we take a lot of things into consideration. But guys, can we be kind to each other like we always ask? You know what I mean? Like it's very important. We want to set a good example, and we want everybody to feel welcome. And I don't like it when people feel that way. Like that's let's not do that, okay? Please. But don't worry, I got another one for you guys. I got another one for you because I'm trying to rack it up because I'm trying to see, maybe maybe people are right, maybe people are right. Maybe people are right. You know what I mean? Maybe we haven't played nobodies. You know what I mean? Maybe we have. I don't know. Like, where are they? My God, where in the world is this team? Don't tell me it's their bye. Losers. It is their bye. Oh no, there they are. I'm about to say. Guys, if we play nobodies, how come even Kansas City, and I'm going to first 5 games, I'm not even doing the one loss that we've all had. You know what I mean? I'm not even doing the one loss that we all had. Even Kansas City, like Philly, the 5 teams they beat up, the first 5 teams, their record is 14-19. Philly's record of their opponents 13-20. Our record 8-25. Are the first 5 teams that we've played that we beat. Guys, we've played losing records. All 3 of us, and we're in the top 4. You see what I mean? I want you guys to understand that the narrative of the Dolphins don't belong is not true. Now, the narrative of, oh, they can't compete versus a winning team, I can understand why people might say that. I'm not going to deny that. I can understand why people might say that. I can. It's not a gimme, guys. I understand why people might say that. And it's very frustrating. I don't necessarily 100% agree with it, but I understand why they would say that. But at the end of the day, don't tell me or make it seem like Miami's the only team beating up on bad teams. We're not. It's what you're supposed to do. The elite teams, this is what they do. They beat up on bad teams. That's what you're supposed to do. And that's what we're doing, guys. That's what we're doing. Now we gotta clean it up. We gotta get better 100%. I'm not even denying that, guys. Please understand where I'm coming from when I say this. But what I want is for, because I know it's gonna be out there on how Miami's their fraud. Miami can't be the team. So on and so forth. I get that. It's gonna be all over that. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot take away from the fact that Miami is doing exactly what every other elite team is doing, which is beating up on the bad teams. Now we gotta get better and beat the good teams. You know what I mean? But we've only faced 2 teams that have 2 winning records. By the way, Philly lost to a losing team. Kansas City lost to a losing team. The Bills lost to two losing teams. Our losses are actually against the good teams. Like, how bad do you have to be that you lose to losing teams? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, yeah, we're facing the top of the cream of the crop. Our three-time division opponents who have won it for the last 3 years. You cannot deny that, guys, until we take the division. The owners of the division is still, unfortunately, the Buffalo Bills. Okay? We know this. And yeah, we lost to them. They've lost to two losing teams. And one of them is trying to lose on purpose. Holy smokes. Like, are we serious? We lost. Guys, it sucks, Major Booty. We lost to Philly. God, I wanted that win just like we all wanted that win. But guess what? They lost to a losing team. We're losing to the runner-ups to the Super Bowl, guys. Do you realize that? To the runner-ups of the Super Bowl, guys. We're not out here losing to losers. Like, come on, man. We going down. At least we're fighting the heavyweight champs. You see what I mean? At least we're fighting, and we're fighting versus the top guys in the league. We're losing, granted. I'm not happy about that. But we're taking care of the teams we're supposed to take care of, just like the top teams are in the league. Just like the top teams are in the league. And this is why I want you guys to think. This is why I call it Motivation Monday. Whether we win, whether we lose, there are things that we can learn from and when days we win, and there are things that we can learn from in the days we lose, guys. But this is why I call it Motivation Monday. It's not just this Victory Monday or Therapy Monday. No. And if you guys like what I'm doing, all I ask is for you guys to hit that like button for me. Hit the like button, guys. Let's hit that like button. It's free. It's free. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. That's it. That's all I ask. If you guys can do that for me, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I ask. If you want to go above and beyond and you want to drop a donation, hey, man, I'm not going to say no to a blessing. So thank you for that, too. And shout out to uh, Paul Glover, B Bob, Nacho Phins, Miami Fan Talk Show. Shout out to all you guys who have already donated today. Thank you guys. Because I appreciate you guys appreciating the content. But this is why I do this. Because, I want you guys to understand. Guys, it's not over. The season's not done. You know what I mean? It's not done. We are good. We are good. Yes, it sucks, Major Booty. We lost. Yes, we could point out where we can get better at. Obviously. But as a team, we are good. And this is why I'm doing this exercise here, because I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. The fight's out. I'm about to put your lights out. Get the cut back. No, I'm just kidding. Gods and grills, is something wrong. We can't say still. Anyway. Listen, guys. Whenever there's a say something and it reminds me of a song, my brain instantly goes there. You know what I mean? Guys, we're still number one in the division by a whole game. I think at least half a game above Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? At least between half to a whole game. I can't think of it right now. We're still number one in the division, guys. We're still number two in the conference. And we're still top 4 in the division. And that's only if 49ers don't win today. We'll be back at third, guys. Come on. We're good. We are good. And that's what I need you guys to understand. Yes, I get it. Super frustrating. No, I'm not overlooking at it. And you know what? If you just got here, this is probably, I'm super proud of today's show because this is probably one of my best shows today. And I'm in my back and I'm toot 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 tooting my horn because I'm loving today's show. You know what I mean? So come on. We're not as bad as we're not frauds. None of that. This is not last year's team. I can understand last year. Oh, we did not think we were gonna go 3-0. Come on, let's be real. Nobody thought that. Nobody thought that. This is not last year's team, guys. That's why I don't even like to talk about last year. It is not last year's team. It's not. It is not last year's team. This is a completely different team. And guess what? Right now, we're still not. We're still not. We're still not. We're not out of it, guys. We're not. We're still in the thick of things. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to really hone in today. To let you guys know we're still in the thick of things. We're still out here. We still control of our destiny. Guys, let's be kind to each other. Remember, I don't not want to have to. I want to have to do it, guys. But please, let's be kind to each other. Remember previous kids. Okay? Remember PBS kids. Of course, Pam. Nobody was trying to lose to Philly, man. I really wanted to be Philly, but I'm not gonna pretend like the end is nigh and the ceiling is falling because it's not. How we respond will tell me a lot about this team. Because, guys, we're going up against a divisional opponent. Arguably the one that always plays us the hardest, which is the Patriots. At home. Now people are gonna say this isn't a must. No, no, this isn't a must win. Yes, it is. We gotta continue to have dominance on this division. We must win this game. And how do we respond in prime time? We must win versus Kansas City. We go 2-0 into the bye, and then that means we're what? 7-2. Beautiful for first half of the season. That's for sure. That's a beautiful first half of the season. Absolute beaut. Absolute beaut. Absolute beaut. Absolute beaut. You know what I mean? Absolute beaut. What the hell is this stupid? Ugh. Like, okay. Holy smokes. I can't even make this up, yo. I can't even make this up. Now taking a look at, I'm even more convinced that the Dolphins are Gucci. I can't even make this up, yo. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. I just did the calculations for the 49ers, guys, and they are exactly the same to the Kansas City Chiefs. 14-9. They're playing against losing teams, guys. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? I'm not hearing Kansas City as frauds. I'm not hearing the 49ers as frauds. I'm not hearing the Eagles as frauds. So why is Miami fraud? We're not frauds, guys. We're keeping up with the rest of the top four teams in the league. As we should be. We're beating up on those who we're supposed to beat up on. Period. And unlike every single one of those other three teams, they've all lost to losing teams. All of them. All of them have lost to losing teams. Only us have gone through two really good teams and lost. We're the only ones. At least we're not losing to the losers. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, with that, guys, I just wanted to give y'all an opportunity to really understand what I mean by this, guys. We are okay. You know what I mean? We are okay. Zero need to panic. Honestly, at this point, does it suck that we lost? Oh, of course it does. Of course. And I'm not going to hash it out again because I had a great show today. And y'all, if you just coming in, you late at AF. You are late. You are super late. But it's okay. Go and rewind the show and take a look at it again because I thought it was awesome. And if you really like the content, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for sharing and subscribing. And guys, again, we got super chat, super likes, super thanks. If you're catching the replay, guys, thank you for catching the replay. Another way you can support the channel is through, like you see here, you can donate to the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. And also remember, we got super thanks, which I think is so cool. Like, it's awesome. You know, I didn't even realize super thanks until I got them. So thank you guys, much appreciated. But seriously, like, we're good, guys. We're good. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, I'm having a blast. Listen, you're gonna hear the narratives. We're frauds, sure, okay. Don't even pay attention to those people. We're not. We're gonna clean this up. We're gonna tighten up. We're gonna continue to keep moving forward. And yeah, this is gonna be great. And you know what? I'm very, very happy that I got to spend today with you guys. I feel way better. I don't know about you. I feel way better. We will make it. Thank you, Cap. Thank you for coming around, sir. Guys, tomorrow is Tua Tuesday. Don't worry. We will be breaking down Tua. We will be breaking down Tua, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's my back scratcher, peeps. Sometimes you need it. We will be breaking down Tua, all the stats, everything we need to take a look at on Tua tomorrow in detail on Tua Tuesday. Come back Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. where we have our AFC East show and review. We will review our opponents in the division like the Buffalo Bills. Lord. I can't wait till Wednesday. And then Wednesday nights, guys, you already know we have myself and my co-host, Mr. Color Commentary, when it comes to League Wide Wednesdays. So go ahead and come through League Wide Wednesdays, guys. Definitely. It's going to be so much fun, like always. So go check it out. League Wide Wednesday, we discuss our pick'ems. We do our review for the prior week. We tell you what's coming up in the next week. And then we do our most impactful players too. So it's going to be a lot of fun, like always, guys. And then Thursday is our remix day. We either do throwback, we do different things. Sometimes I'll let you guys pick what we do. So definitely gonna be a great fun show on Thursday too. And Friday, like always, we do our game preview, ladies and gentlemen, where we discuss the upcoming game, keys to victories, players to watch out for, Tua's expectation, Koa's expectation, so on and so forth. So come through on Friday as well. But again, this is Miss Phins, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your donations. Again, shout out to our donators of the day today, man. I appreciate you, Paul Glover. Thank you so much, Nacho Phins. Appreciate you, Miami Phins Talk show. And thank you so much, Bebop, for your donations today. Really, really, really do appreciate it, guys. Again, thank you, everybody, for coming through. Man, what a show. Loving it. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Love each other. Love your kids. Love your family members. Love everybody. Hug them. Mwah. Appreciate all of you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care and bye-bye.